Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Now, as you can tell by the title, today's video is going to be a makeup collection video. I haven't done a makeup collection video for so long now. I think the last one I did, I was still upstairs in my old room, so it's been a minute since I've done one, and I have been getting comments here and there asking for a makeup collection or a vanity tour and stuff like that. I already did like a vanity tour on my channel, just showing you guys like what I keep on my vanity and stuff like that, but I haven't really gone in depth to show you guys what makeup I have in the drawers, what makeup I own, stuff like that. So I thought I'd do this video today. So if you want to see my makeup collection, which is, I would say, like 80 to 90% drugstore, just keep on watching. Alright guys, so let's just get started. Now I'm going to start off with my vanity here. I'm not going to go into too much depth because I have a full vanity tour video on my channel, but just really quickly, I have my Echo Dot right here, my salt lamp. I keep a bottle of Cetaphil here, and then up here I have some palettes, just a few of my favorite palettes up there. Then I have my fragrances, like my top used ones. I have all my Gucci ones and then some Banana Republic as well. And here I keep all of my Milani beauties. So I have all the regular Milani lipsticks all the way to the back. Then starting off right here, I have all the matte ones that go to there. I have the bold mattes up here in the front. I also have the matte satin liquid lipsticks all lined up here, and then right here in the corner, all of the metallic ones. So just everything lined up there. Moving on, I have my Milani matte liquid lipsticks just in this holder, and these are from the dollar store. And then this holder back here, I actually designed myself in like grade 10. I had like a design class and I 3D printed this thing. So this spot up here is supposed to be for like a sponge or something, but I don't really use that. And then I have my Essence matte lipsticks, the whole collection right here. I have some of the Maybelline Bold lipsticks in here. I have the Wet n Wild gel lip liners. I also have the Wet n Wild pencil lip liners here in the back. I have all of these Maybelline ones. They're the retractable Color Sensational ones. And then up in the front, I have more Maybelline. These are just the Color Sensational pencil ones. I have the Maybelline Super Stay Matte Inks. Then I have these two cups. These are a bunch of eye brushes, and then these are brushes that need cleaning. So whenever I use a brush, I put it in here. And then all my clean brushes are in this drawer. So I have foundation brushes, fluffy brushes, stipple brushes, every brush, like fan brushes, everything you can think of is in here. I have silicone sponges, and then all my double-sided eye brushes are right here. So we move on to the top here. So in this mug, I keep a bunch of lip liners, as you can tell. We have the Milani ones. I also have all of the Rimmel Lasting Finish ones, as well as all the Rimmel retractable ones. These are the Exaggerate lip liners from Rimmel. So all of those are all in just this mug right here. Then I got a picture of me and my boyfriend, super cute. And then in this little thing here, I used to keep brushes in this, and I kind of switched it up. So I just put some little beads in there, and then I have some of my favorite lip glosses. I've been obsessed with lip glosses lately, so I thought I would keep some of my favorites up here. So I have Milani, more Milani, some ColourPop, Rimmel. So just some of my favorites right here that I think look pretty on display, that I'm always reaching for pretty recently. Then up here, I keep some of the palettes I'm either using or bigger palettes that won't fit into like my Alex drawers. But if you guys want a more in-depth on this right here, definitely go check out my vanity tour video. Now let's move on into this 9 Alex drawer. This is where I keep the majority of my makeup. So in the first drawer right here, I keep a bunch of eye products. So I have mascaras in here, my L'Oreal X Fiber, I have the Voluminous Primer, Wonderlash, Tarte, Stila, Smashbox, more L'Oreal, Lancome, so a bunch of different mascaras in there. I tried not to keep too many open at once. And then on the side here, I have like some unopened ones. I have a gel and another voluminous, so just some stuff over there. Then in here, I have eyebrow products, so I have a bunch of gels, Wet n Wild, Maybelline, L'Oreal. Then I have different like pencils and stuff. I have NYX, of course, Kat Von D. I have this like brow pomade thing from Rimmel, which I really like. A bunch of duo lash glues, tweezers, so a bunch of stuff in there for eyebrows. Got my lash curler and pencil sharpener. Then over here I have a bunch of these mirror compacts. Now I keep these up here because they're easy to grab if I'm traveling or whatever and just want a mirror to grab, I do that. I have these magnetic lashes. These are the Baddington lashes, love these. We got some Eyelure as well as some Ardell. Back here I have all my pencil liners. So I have NYX, Rimmel, Essence. I don't use a lot of pencil liners, so I kind of stick to what I like. Maybelline, stuff like that. More lashes. I have some more Ardell, some IMV Professional. That is the first drawer. Then in the next drawer, I keep all my foundations, also my concealers. So let's go through here. Becca, Physicians Formula, L'Oreal, Kokie, Essence, Catrice, Dior, this Manic Panic White Foundation that I use to mix in, this mini Clinique one, the Wet n Wild Cushion Foundation, Milani Screen Queen, Wet n Wild Stick, Wet n Wild Dewy. I love this one. I've been using it so much recently. And I have more of my sticks over here. So Makeup Revolution, L'Oreal, Makeup Forever, this LA Girl BB Cream. I have this mini of this Makeup Forever one. And then we can move on to my concealers. So I have L'Oreal, Catrice, e.l.f. We have Maybelline, LA Girl, Milani. And then I have some new ones over here that I haven't opened yet. So Wet n Wild, Maybelline, Garnier, and then this e.l.f. one, which I'm dying to try. So this is the coverage drawer. Next, we move on to the powders. Not that exciting of a drawer, but I'll still go through it. I have my Coty Airspun, e.l.f., Kat Von D, Rimmel, Maybelline Fit Me, Wet n Wild, L'Oreal, NYC, Bonnie Choice, Milani, Catrice, Wet n Wild, Rimmel. I have also my color correctors in here. So I have this Wet n Wild Cushion, this NYX palette, as well as this Bella Pierre palette. I keep this Eco Tools brush in here because sometimes I like to dust like a lot of powder or something. And then I have a bunch of these powder poofs. Next, we move on to one of my favorite drawers, eyeshadow palettes. I'm obsessed with eyeshadow palettes, so you know I have to dedicate a lot of space to them. So in this first row right here, I keep all of my Milani beauties. So I have the original Milani palettes. I also have their gold ones right here. I have the Bold Obsessions as well as the Most Loved Mattes. I have the Gilded Nude palette, the Gilded Gold palette, the Gilded Noir palette, as well as the Gilded Rouge. So as you can tell, I'm only a little bit obsessed with Milani products. Then I have the Essence Element collection right here. I have this one from Studio Makeup, some L'Oreal. I have this one from Faux Color. It's just a beautiful, like, colorful palette. And then I also have one back here from Pretty Vulgar. And then back here, I keep all of my e.l.f. palettes. So I have the Prism palettes. I have the Mad for Matte palettes. So just a mix of a bunch of e.l.f. palettes back there. So I kind of keep my smaller palettes in here. And then in this back kind of container, I keep some other ones. So I have this One Shot eyeshadow palette, Wet n Wild, more Wet n Wild. This one I will never get rid of. It's such like a like collectibles item. This used to be so big on YouTube and I don't think I'll ever be able to get rid of it. Some Huda Beauty, Laura Lee Cosmetics, Maybelline, more Wet n Wild, more Wet n Wild. So just a bunch of like miscellaneous small palettes in there. Then we move on to this drawer, and this is where I keep like my bigger eyeshadow palettes and stuff like that. So I have a bunch from Bad Habit, these first ones right here. So I have the Inferno, the Retro, and the Aurora. Then I have my Urban Decay Naked palette. Again, I don't think I could get rid of this just because it was like the first high-end palette I ever bought for myself. We have the Subculture, Too Faced Gingerbread, Too Faced Chocolate Bar, Too Faced Sweet Peach. Then I have these Bad Habit Aphrodite and Athena palettes. I have my Morphe X Kathleen Lights palette, love that one, and also this Crown Cosmetics one. So a bunch of my bigger palettes are just in here. Next, I think this is one of my favorite drawers as well because it's all highlighter. So as you can see, I only love highlighter just a little bit. So let's go through this. I have these Wet n Wild, I don't even know what these are called anymore. They're like the shimmer palettes. So I have those two right there. Of course, my Anastasia Amrezy. I have my Physicians Formula Shimmer Bricks right here. This Wet n Wild Loose Highlighter, Wet n Wild Jelly, Milani. This one they just came out with. It's really good. And then I have my highlighter palettes here on the side. So I've got Sleek, Anastasia, Essence. I have these Face Candy ones, which are like dupes for Anastasia. And then my Glow Kit, which I love. Then I have these two little containers, and if you guys are wondering like what I do for storage, these are actually like old, like this is an old iPhone case, this is an old Ferrero chocolate case, so I just try to utilize what I have to store my stuff. So I have Milani, these are all the Wet n Wild Mega Glow ones. I have the Essence Pure Nude highlighters, the Maybelline Chrome ones. And then I have this vintage, more of a blush topper, but it's so shimmery that I just keep it with my highlighters. I have Laura Geller, Becca, my Looking Glass, a bunch of these e.l.f. baked ones, and another Wet n Wild. And then in the very back, I keep all of my liquids. So I have L'Oreal True Match Lotion. We have some Milani. These Wet n Wild liquid halo things, super pretty. I have some Glam Glow. We have these Essence sticks. I have a few more back there. Smashbox, L'Oreal. And then I have this L'Oreal Loose Powder, Maybelline Master Chrome Jelly, a Color Pop, and also some Wet n Wild cushion. So those are all my highlighters. As you can see, I'm only a little bit obsessed with them. Then moving on to my beloved lip drawer. On the side here, I keep all of my lip glosses. So I have Essence, some Rimmel, more Rimmel, Wet n Wild, e.l.f. over here, Buxom, more e.l.f., Wet n Wild. We have these L'Oreal lip paint things, which are really good. I really enjoy those. In the very back here, I have these stains, like lip stains, and I don't really use them, so I just keep them back there. Then in here, I have some miscellaneous lip liners that I don't keep on my top drawer. So I have my Looking Glass, Essence, Jordana, Annabelle, NYX, a bunch of different brands in there. Then we have a bunch of my Maybelline lipsticks. So these ones all right here are the regular matte ones that I absolutely am obsessed with. Then moving on, we have the Into Mattes, which are their nudes. And then I have some of their other formulas, like their Blooms, their Vibrance, a bunch of different ones up there. And then on the side here, I have all my Wet n Wild Mega Last matte lipsticks. In front here, I have some of these Buxom minis of my favorite shade, Dolly. I have a bunch of lip balms and lip tints up at the front, and I just keep them there because they're easy to reach. Then we have liquid lipsticks in this container right here. So I have Maybelline, the Super Stay Ink, Hank and Henry, these Wet n Wild ones kind of all throughout here, NYX, Huda Beauty. I have some Stila in here. We have this Wet n Wild powder one, more Wet n Wild, L'Oreal, Makeup Forever. Then over here I have more just miscellaneous lipsticks, but in this back container I have my fluid lip glosses because they just fit really nicely in there. So I have Essence, Rimmel, Revlon, Maybelline, like these fun colors that just didn't fit in here, NARS, Tarte, MAC, Stila, bunch of different stuff kind of all together in here. But this is my lip drawer. And then my last drawer is just skincare. I'm not really going to dive into that, but that's what's in there. And then in here I keep like Halloween stuff, nail polish remover, cotton pads, like a bunch of random stuff that I need while I'm filming and everything. That completes the Alex 9 drawer. This holds the majority of my makeup. Down here I have some PR products or some products that don't really have another place to go. So this is a PR product that I need to try soon. Under here is my LED mask, which I always use. I have this blackhead vacuum thing, and then a facial steamer. So that just kind of stays down there because I don't really have spots for it right now. And then this table right here is what I actually use to film on. So I pull this out whenever I'm filming. And inside here I keep my hair products. So I've got straightener, blow dryer, curler, all that. And then this is one of those makeup pads for like changing colors with the same brush. So just keep that there, and it just hides perfectly under my desk when I'm not filming. So moving on to the next Alex unit, this is the Alex 5. It is a little bit deeper than the 9. As you can see, the 9 kind of is pushed back more, so this will give you some extra room. First drawer is hair products, hair clips, all that. I'm not really going to go into this because it's not makeup. Next drawer, I keep all my beautiful glitters. I actually love this drawer so much. It's so like aesthetically pleasing for me as well. I'm just obsessed, so let me go through this. So starting in the back, I have a bunch of my single eyeshadows. I don't honestly use these that much, but I do keep them around for traveling and stuff. So I have ColourPop, a lot of Milani, Catrice, the Wet n Wild glitters in the back, Hard Candy, L'Oreal, Rimmel, so just a bunch of different miscellaneous ones. Back here I have some NYX sticks, and then these My Looking Glass liquid eyeshadows. I also have some glitters here, so LA Color, NYX, these are some pots, Elf and Maybelline. I have my liquid liners here, so we have Wet n Wild, and YC, this one's my favorite, Kat Von D, Butter London. I have some primers over here, Ben Nye Glitter Glue. This is like the best for glitters, trust me. They stay put so well. Milani, Wet n Wild, Lorac. Then in here I have some more eyeliners, but these are not black. They're like more glitters and colors and stuff. So I have these Wet n Wild Fantasy ones. I have this Jewel Potent one, this Wet n Wild Glue, this L'Oreal rose gold one. It's actually really pretty. And then some white eyeliners. I have NYX and L'Oreal. Over here I have my Wet n Wild Catsuit one. So I have this one, which is this beautiful green shade, and then this one I use to cut my crease every single time, and this is in the shade Camelback. So I use this every time I want to cut my crease, so love this product. Then I have my beautiful Milani glitters right here. I love these. These are the Hypnotic Lights glitters, and I'm just obsessed with these. They give you the most incredible metallic eye looks. Then I have this one Elf one right here. I have my Essence Metal Shock ones, just all lined up here. And then the new Elf glitters right here. I just did a video on these. I'm obsessed with these too. So this drawer I reach for a lot since I'm always using liquid eyeshadows and glitters. So I love this drawer so much. Next drawer I have a blush and bronzer as well as contour products. I have Makeup Revolution, e.l.f., this Essence palette. I have some more Wet n Wild, these Wet n Wild contour palettes. So those are just like bigger palettes and stuff. And then I have my bronzers right here. So we have NYC, Sonia Kashuk, Bronze Booster from Physicians Formula, Pure Cosmetics, Wet n Wild, Rimmel, e.l.f. And then these ones don't really fit, so I just keep them up front. So this is the Wet n Wild Cushion, and then my Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. I use this one the most, so that's why I keep it out as well. I have this Cover FX liquid bronzer, and then transitioning into blush, I have these cream ones. So Wet n Wild, ColourPop, I've been really loving this lately. Physicians Formula Butter Blush, Laura Geller. All of my Milani baked blushes, I'm obsessed with these. Milani Rose. We have the new Wet n Wild ones. This one is from Note Cosmetics. L'Oreal, Tarte. These are all Essence ones. I have the satin ones as well as their Silky Touch ones. This is like an OG Wet n Wild, but I really loved it, so I'm keeping it around. And then last but not least, some Makeup Geek. So this is my blush and bronzer drawer. And right in here, I have primers as well as setting sprays. Now this drawer has a lot to go through. So in the back here, I have all of my primers. We have some L'Oreal, Wet n Wild, Milani, Catrice, Makeup Forever, e.l.f., Tatcha, Smashbox, more Milani, more e.l.f. I have my beloved big Tatcha Silk Canvas, but right now I'm going through this mini one. Wet n Wild Jelly, Catrice Prime and Fine. Then I have my setting spray, so I have Catrice Essence, Wet n Wild. I have both the priming water and the regular photo focus. Makeup Forever. We have the Milani one, so I have the original as well as the Make It Dewy and the Make It Last. MAC Fix Plus, Urban Decay All Nighter, Mario Badescu ones. This is a Korean makeup one. That's really cooling. And then I have my Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. So that's kind of this drawer, it's just a bunch of different products. And then the last drawer here doesn't really have much makeup in it. It's kind of where I keep stuff that I need to use or extras or whatever. It's pretty empty right now. I have some mirrors in here, as well as like these makeup removing pads and stuff. So I just keep like random things in here or extras whenever I need the storage space. And that's really it for my vanity, guys, and my makeup collection. This is all my products and everything I keep in my desk. So guys, thank you so much for watching, and hopefully you enjoyed my makeup collection video and seeing what makeup I own and how I store it and everything like that. If you want to see similar videos to this, more organization videos, let me know down below in the comments. But thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and also make sure to turn on my post notifications so you get notified every single time I upload a new video. And yeah guys, that's it for this one. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.